Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It has been a while since I've done a video. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. My apologies. I have been going through things, figuring some things out, but I am gradually, slowly coming back and being more pronounced in my interactions and engagement and activities and all that jazz. So we're going to start this welcome back party train back with a pick a card or pick a pile. Technically it's a pile, it's more than one card. Reading here, this is what do your spirit guides. What is your spirit? What is spirit? The universe, spirit guides, God, however you want to see it. Angels, ancestors, what do they want you to know? What do they want you to focus and dwell on? Okay? So we have pile A here, pile B, and pile C. Okay. When you get ready, pick a card and we will be back. Back with pile A. Pile A. All right. So pile A here is what would love do? Okay, this is the messages from your universe on love and connection. Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. Aww. The legend of Bigfoot continues. That's funny. And our ancestor card is Knight. Be brave and honest. Honesty is key. Being honest with yourself is super, super important, because you can't be honest with others if you are not honest with yourself. Okay, there's so much I can go more into that, but I think that's self-explanatory and pretty much stands out for itself. Okay, is being honest with yourself, and that's not sugarcoating anything for anything that you want to hear. That's also not being harsh to yourself. Being honest, is it really as bad as it seems, or do you just feel like it's that bad? You know, it's a positive with the negative, it's a good with the bad. There's a balance to these things. Okay, and the angel wishes is, you know, you can do it, so ain't nothing but to do it. Okay, get into it. You know what you can do. Don't dwell on what you can't do. Dwell on what you can do. Okay, because dwelling on what you can't do is not going to help you do what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, you can only do what you want to do by dwelling on and focus on what you can do, and then increasing those skill sets and that ability. Okay, so if you've been wondering, should I do this? Can I do this? How to do this? All of that jazz. You've been doubting yourself, maybe getting a little discouraged because things haven't been going the way you wanted to go. Maybe an entrepreneur, maybe it's a school project, maybe it's something which, you know, a career, starting a business. Things will happen. There's ups and downs. That's fine. If you're worried about getting into it and failing, let me tell you something now. Failure is imminent. It will happen. Okay, it's up to you whether if you allow it to continue to happen or allow it to stop you. You cannot let fear hinder you. Fear is not necessarily a negative thing. Fear is necessary, okay, because it helps you stay guarded and it helps you protect yourself and, you know, fight or flight if you need to. So instant reaction is given to us for a reason. What happens is when it comes in excess, that's when we forget. You know, that's when we get hindered. That's when we fight our own selves and we hinder our own selves and limit our own selves. Okay, there's no limitations except the ones you put on yourself. Okay, you know you can do it, so go do it. Stop making excuses. Pile B. All right, so let's flip everything over. So convince yourself, not others. The need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself is in personal relationships is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more effective ways. Hi-oh. Shadow work is necessary. Convince yourself, not others. Baby, if you don't believe it, you can't make other people believe it, okay? That's why some liars are so good, because they believe it. They make it believable. Because they believe in themselves to portray this lie or this image that they want you to see and for you to buy and sell, and, you know, so on and so forth. With that, they have to believe in their ability to make you believe it at the very core of that. So You don't need to make other people believe in you. You need to believe in you yourself, okay? So our ancestor card here is Direction, Guardian. Choose your path, and I take that as choose your own path. Stop relying on others or outside influences, okay, to guide and lead you into what you need to do, and to activate the things that you need to, call into you from the universe, from God, from your angels, ancestors, so on and so forth. All those good things that you're trying to bring in, all those accomplishments you should accomplishments that you're trying to make. Hey, look inside yourself, because you already have that answer that you need. You already know what you need to do. You don't need to convince others that your idea is great. You don't need to convince others that the path that you chose is what's best for you. You don't need to convince others. Convince yourself. If you know and believe it in your heart and in your spirit, that's what it's supposed for you, is what is for you to do, and it's for you, then do it, okay? You will convince others by your actions, not your words anyway. So don't do it for others, though. Do it for yourself. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose. Okay, and the angel card is look at the clouds to see the answer you seek from your angel. So if you want to look for guidance somewhere, that's an outside influence, look to your spirits, okay? Look to your ancestors, to the universe, to God, your angels, whomever. That's the only energy outside of your own that I would say look into for guidance. Okay, get to your higher self, trust your intuition and your gut, cleanse yourself and your surroundings. Okay, once you align your sights to what it is that you want to do, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you unless they're saying, hey, you're going to hurt yourself. Stop and go the other way. Here's another way to do it. That's always a key before I move on to policy. There's always a key. If somebody is trying to redirect you versus stop you completely, that's how you know whether it's somebody to listen to, or something to take into consideration versus throwing it out completely. So if you're taking into consideration is when they're saying, hey, the way you're going about doing this is a little self-destructive. How about we do it this way instead? How about these pointers and these ideas will help you probably better align what your actual goal is versus, oh, you can't do that. That's not going to work. I don't know why you're wasting your time. That's not the same thing. Those two, there's very different energies when you hear the things like, yeah, that idea might not be the best one for you. Let's figure something else out. Or how about this instead? That's something you should take into consideration. Now, not every time that you're going to get that advice, it is something that you should actually take in and apply to your situation. Sometimes it's just to make you think, and that's fine. But those are the types of advice I would take into consideration. Okay, moving on to Pal C. All right, Pal C, here we are. We have our universe card and our ancestor card, our angel cards. You've got time. Slow down. Don't overestimate it, okay? I'll tell you right now, it's homing messages on that one alone. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to, the universe. Take your time. Don't think you have to rush. Please don't think you have to rush, because it is so unnecessary. Things will come to you in a time that is meant to come to you. Things will come to you when you're ready. So whether you think you're ready versus when you're actually ready, it's going to come to you when you're actually ready, okay? Things will come to you when it's time. And sometimes, unfortunately, that's not the time that you set aside for it, but that's okay. That's not as big of a deal or big of a problem as you would like to make it out to be, okay? So when you do things, concentrate more on the effectiveness of the product or whatever you're doing, your productivity levels, whatever this is that you're working about doing or you're trying to accomplish. Take your time, do everything with intention, clear intention and love, and it will come into fruition when it is time for it to do so. Unlock the magic within. You are a magical spiritual being. You were put on this earth that way. You were born that way. You might be a late bloomer. You might have known from birth that you was that, So Take it as it resonates. You have that magic inside of you, okay? You know what you need to do. It's inside of you. Believe in yourself, okay? Do everything with pure intentions, with clear intention and love, and that will manifest whatever you desire so much more full, so much more boldly than you can ever imagine, okay? And your angel wish says, what you think is what you create, okay? So be careful of the magic that you send out, the energy that you send out into the world, that you send out to what you send to yourself, you know, that what you think you create. What you're thinking, what you're dwelling on is what you're becoming, and what is becoming your reality. So if you're dwelling and thinking on this prosperity, this abundance of love, of money, of peace, of comfort, of understanding, whatever this abundance or this particular focus is, that's what you're going to create, okay? So you keep focusing on it, you keep dwelling on it, you bring that into yourself, okay? And that can go negatively or positively, so choose wisely, okay? Choose wisely. All right, Policy. All right, my loves, thank you so much for watching. This has been your reading. Hopefully it finds you well. Please feel free to comment down below how this reading has resonated with you. What cards did you pick? Did you pile A? Was it pile B? Was it pile C? Was it all three? Did you just listen to hear me talk? However it resonates with you, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Of course, I'm always doing personal readings. You can book that through my site. Love to hear the feedback. You want to book a reading, you can also hit me up on IG, YouTube. My shop is on Etsy right now until I create my own website. But I love to hear it. I love to see it. Hope you all doing well. And until next time.